Hi there. The last couple of weeks we've seen a number of interesting events and developments that I would like to share with you. Unfortunately, there have been again deadly attacks. Afghanistan, where amongst others Taliban is on the march. We've seen attacks in Iraq, in Turkey, in the United States, the attack in Manhattan. And we've seen an attack closer to my country, the stabbing of police officers in nearby Brussels in Belgium. So again, many casualties, many things that worry us. On a slightly more positive note, we've seen some developments in Syria and Iraq where IS, the so-called Islamic State, is losing ground in the northwest of the country of Syria. Interesting there is a very important town to IS is the town of Dabiq, which is a name of the place that is also the name of their main propaganda journal. And that town is now surrounded by forces that are backed by the United States and other governments, and it's about to fall, so it's very interesting to see how IS will react to that, to the potential loss of a very symbolic place. And they're also losing ground near Mosul. There's talks about an attack on that main city of IS, 2 million inhabitants, at least in the past. Not sure if that's going to happen very soon, but the town is threatened by forces of the Iraqi government and of Kurdish troops that surround most of the city. And they lost ground in Libya, in the town of Sirte. So IS losing territories, very interesting. And to many in the Netherlands, what's interesting is that there was this footage of a defector of IS saying that it was horrible to be a soldier of IS and that he wanted to go home to the Netherlands, and that there are camps of other defectors in Syria, and it's interesting to see what will happen with these people. Can they provide us a lot of information on what's happening in IS territories, and how should we deal with those that have fought for this terrorist group and now want to return to their home countries? How to deal with them? Interesting questions. Well, last couple of weeks we've seen also very positive news in relation to terrorism and counterterrorism. That's the negotiations between the FARC and the Colombian government that have lasted many months, mainly in Cuba, Havana. And they have reached an agreement, and it was signed, and that was a major step in a very, very long war, a very long struggle with over 200,000 people killed. So a very important ceremony. Maybe you've seen it on television. Well, everybody dressed in white, a lot of hope, a very good spirit. But after that, there was a referendum because the government wanted to be backed and supported by the public. And not everybody was able to vote, and a slight majority voted against this peace deal. And it's probably related to the amnesty clause that's part of it, which gives a lot of room for people who have committed crimes to go without being punished. And if you remember that, the 200,000 people that have been killed, I can understand why quite a lot of people find that very difficult. So now we have to wait and see what's happening. But in the meantime, just a few days after the referendum, there was other news that the Nobel Peace Prize Committee rewarded the 2016 Peace Prize to the President of Colombia, the President Santos. And it stated that it was rewarded for his resolute efforts to bring the country's more than 50-year-long civil war to an end. Well, interesting developments in Colombia, and they're also very interesting in relation to the chapter, the week where we discuss how to end terrorism. So I hope that you find what we present in that video very interesting to better understand the situation in Colombia, all the difficulties that come with a peace agreement such as this one. And we hope that maybe in the next video, next month, we can report again, hopefully, some positive news in Colombia and hopefully elsewhere as well. Thank you for your attention.